Straight up coming through here, boy. Crashed out. He's trying to get up out of here. Crashed out right here.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Duke, and this is the CRASHEDOUT2022 channel, where we will review multiple cases, investigation, discoveries, and crimes of individuals who crashing out. Basically, a person who crashing out is an individual who lost hope in society, who lost hope in themselves, and lost hope in general. And when you crash out, when that person crash out, they tend to crash out on innocent people. And this is what we're trying to stop. I'm trying to bring awareness to what's going on. So before we get into the videos and the videos and the discovery, we would like to pray for those who lost their job, who lost businesses, because that is a recipe for crashing out. And we also want to pray for those who are directly affected by those who lost their jobs and businesses, like the people who was benefiting from the people who had jobs and benefits. Those people also have a recipe to crash out, because now they don't have nobody to help them. Okay, so now we also want to pray for those who went to sleep last night hungry. We want to also pray for those who going to go to sleep tonight hungry and going to wake up tomorrow hungry. We want to pray for those people, because being hungry is a recipe for us crashing out. And we also want to pray for those who lost a loved one. It could have been last night. It could have been last second. It could have been last year, last month, last week. We want to pray for those people, because losing a loved one is a recipe for crashing out, especially if that loved one was the only person that you had in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays it's not a whole lot of people. It's real individualized nowadays. So it's not a village no more. People loving a whole community, anything like that. People are separated. So we want to pray for those people, and also we want to thank God Almighty for this day. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this video. Today we have a video of a 3-year-old shot, killed, in a Charlotte home. Let's watch what's going on.
Following all morning long. Within the last hour, we've just learned the identity of the little boy that was killed in this overnight shooting in northwest Charlotte. Fox 46's Destiny McKeever's live off of Richard Roswell Drive this morning with the latest. And Destiny, heartbreaking, and then when you put a name to it, it's even more difficult to talk about.
Yes, Jason, that's exactly right. It's just very heartbreaking. I did speak with the little boy's grandmother. She told me his name is Asiah Figueroa, and he was just 3 years old. So she is just very devastated by what happened. If you take a look, this is the scene video showing what it was like this morning as police were investigating all of this. Lots of police vehicles were on this scene, and they were just processing, trying to get more evidence. But the grandmother says she heard what sounded like gunshots earlier last night, but she wasn't sure until she heard her granddaughter screaming, saying her great-grandson had been shot. She rushed upstairs to find him shot in the head, and she says although he wasn't breathing, medics took him to the hospital. She says he was later pronounced dead, and this is just sound I just got from her.
My grandson that was in the room with me to get down on the floor, and I got on the floor. And then I heard my granddaughter screaming, and everybody upstairs, because they sleep upstairs, was screaming that Asiah had got shot. But I didn't know he had got killed. I just thought he had got wounded. So I was talking to the police at the time as I was going up the stairs. And when I went into his room, my grandson was in there, was holding me. And then he said, "Grandma, I think he's gone." And I didn't want to believe it.
Jason, it just breaks your heart to hear her speak about her grandson and what happened. And she went on to just tell us that she wants people to bring forth information to police. She says she knows someone knows what happened. And if you know anything, call Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous. Reporting live, I'm Destiny McKeever, Fox 46.
Crazy, man. So we got that video, man, and it's crazy, man. It's real crazy, man. It's really ridiculous what's going on in our cities, man. and with our youth, man. It's really crazy what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And we got the video footage right here of the actual shooting. Let's see this, man.
Days after this brazen attack on a Charlotte home that left a 3-year-old boy dead, security is being increased at CMS football games. Now, CMPD believes students from area high schools were involved in this shooting. And breaking news right now, we just learned that CMPD has arrested a 21-year-old in connection with the murder of that 3-year-old who died, Asiah Figueroa. Now, Qua'tonio Stephens is now facing a number of charges, including accessory after the fact to murder and assault. All those new policies that we're talking about now are put in place across Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools in an effort to keep students safe. Good evening. I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Brian Blakely. Fox 46's Derek Dellinger is at Chambers High School tonight, breaking down the strict changes that parents and students can expect to see tonight.
The changes you're seeing tonight come as a result of a tough week for CMS, and they just don't involve Chambers. In fact, the changes you're seeing will be across the district, and it'll be that way for a while. The changes are significant enough, but not entirely unexpected after the week CMS has had. Last weekend, there were shots that were fired after the football game here. CMPD also says students at Chambers and 2 other high schools are also believed to be involved in the shooting death of 3-year-old Asiah Figueroa. So tonight, here's what to expect. The big thing is what you will see: increased police and security presence both at and after the game. Also, students and children must be sitting in bleachers and not walking around unless they're going to the restroom or concessions, and no elementary and middle school student will be let into the game without a guardian. CMS says the policy itself will remain in place again tonight and likely, at least for now, through the remainder of the football season.
We got to get rid of these people.
We'll be hearing from some parents and some students about the reaction.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better with our kids, man. We gotta do better with the youth. We gotta do better with ourselves, man. We gotta be better people. We have to become better human beings. We gotta be a better, higher vibration of ourselves. We gotta get out of that low density. That low density causes people to crash out because the influences of the community, the influences of the media, the social media, which the things that's going on in this world is influencing these kids on a lower vibrational scale. So they not thinking of a higher self. The higher self is, eating good and eating healthy and exercising and meditating and walking in nature. These are high vibrational things that can lift to release the stress of you, of whatever you're going through. You have to find a different alternative to your pain. This is what I'm saying. Instead of you crashing out on a little 3-year-old boy, he don't even have a chance. He don't even have a chance to do anything, man. His life is took down over something, like, come on, man. What you doing? If you want to shoot something, go to the Army. Go to the Marines. At least you can have a long life and get paid, and you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to shoot people, be a cop. Hunt down bad guys. Be a bounty hunter. Like, what is you doing? Now you about to spend the rest of your life in jail for what? Just because you had a gun and you couldn't help but to use it, and you shooting up a little girl house. Like, what is you on, man? What, she turned you down and you got butthurt being a little bitch?
First, you are looking at the 3rd man wanted by Charlotte-Mecklenburg police for the murder of 3-year-old Asiah Figueroa. Earlier this week, CMPD said they believe more people are connected to the shooting that killed this innocent 3-year-old toddler in Northwest Charlotte. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
And I'm Alex Giles, in for Jamie Bull this evening. Tonight, WBTV anchor Dee Dee Gatton is digging into the details surrounding the newest suspect who has not been caught. Dee Dee?
Alex and Maureen, 21-year-old Kaleb Lawrence is considered armed and dangerous. He's wanted for murdering Asiah Figueroa. Police say multiple people fired more than 150 rounds into little Asiah's house, killing him in his sleep. Asiah was just laid to rest Wednesday, his tiny casket pulled by a horse-drawn carriage. The community members who said their goodbyes still want to see action taken to prevent any more violence like this.
Yeah, man.
Violence is a health crisis because people are losing their lives at a rapid pace. So it becomes a health crisis. So it's time for this city now to say, well, look, we need to find out who's doing what, how they're doing it, and let's get at the table and figure out what we can do to prevent anything like this ever happening again.
And here are two other people charged in connection to Asiah's murder. Jacob Lanier right there on the left, the 21-year-old facing 9 counts of shooting into an occupied dwelling and conspiracy to commit murder. A judge denying his bond earlier this week. And Qua'tonio Stephens on the right there, charged with accessory after the fact to felony. Investigators haven't said exactly how he was involved. Again, police are now searching for this man, Kaleb Lawrence. We want you to get a good look at this photo. If you see him or know where he is, call the Crime Stoppers number on your screen. That is 704-334-1600. Maureen?
Dee Dee, later tonight, the community will be marching for Asiah. It starts at 7 o'clock at the Food Lion on Beatties Ford Road. Organizers say they want to end the violence and stop the shootings. WBTV is on your side at that march tonight.
What's wrong? Like, you get a gun, they just gotta use it. Like, but it's like you using it on other people who ain't got nothing to do with your trauma, man. Come on, man, y'all, man, we gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better, man.
Now at 5 o'clock, one of the men accused of being connected in the death of a 3-year-old appeared before a judge today. Kaleb Lawrence was denied bond. He turned himself into Mecklenburg County deputies over the weekend. He is charged with murder in the shooting death of 3-year-old Asiah Figueroa.
You get no bond. Look at this.
Asiah died after nearly 100.
And who's shooting back? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I cannot get it. If it was only a grandma and some grandkids and the granddaughter and like who was you? What was the point of you shooting all them shots in there? It wasn't no gang in there. It wasn't no ops in there. Like, it was kids. Man, look, I want to take this time right now, man. I want to pray for this little. I want to pray for Asiah's soul. I want to pray for your soul, bro, little bro. I pray that you rest in peace, man. I want to pray for his family. I want to pray for his grandparents, grandkids, uncles, whatever, his family. I want to pray for them. And I also want to pray for the suspects. I want to pray for their souls, man. I want to pray for their family as well, because they just lost some more. They losing kids, man. These kids is killing kids, man. It's like the adults is losing kids, man. We don't have kids for them to get gunned down in horrific matter. Like, come on, this ain't Iraq. This is America, the land of the free. If you cannot find a way to get yourself together, man, and if you feel like you gotta do something to somebody else, man, just do it to yourself, man. These people don't deserve it. I promise you, man. Get out the way, man. You in the way. You in the way for these little kids to be growing up and being good citizens in the world, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all crashing out, man, for nothing.
150 rounds of gunfire, you just heard some of it, went into his North Charlotte home back on September 7th. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say at least 3 men are linked to Asiah's death. Detectives continue to say they believe teens from Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools were also involved.
Crazy.
Now at 5.
This shit is insane, man. That shit is disgusting, man. This shit is disgusting to me.
It is the start of something beautiful, baby.
That Something Beautiful was an event tonight to help heal and transform our community after the death of a 3-year-old child. You're watching WBTV News at 11. I'm Dee Dee Gatton, in for Molly Grantham tonight. We've been keeping you updated on the investigation surrounding Asiah Figueroa. He was asleep in his bed when gunmen shot 150 rounds into the house, killing him. Tonight, some are trying to come up with the solutions to this kind of violence. New at 11, WBTV's Ron Lee joining us now live, where a block party was held actually to help stop the violence plaguing many neighborhoods here in the Queen City. Ron, what did those there have to say to you tonight?
That's exactly right, Dee Dee. Well, this was really a call for action. A community that is suffering and reeling after the shooting death of that precious 3-year-old boy have decided they've had enough. They're drawing a line in the sand. They want the violence to end now.
Straight up.
The rate that we're dying, the rate where we're going.
It was a mission.
See, I'm not the only one. It's like, and by seeing this, I feel like what I'm doing is the correct thing that I'm supposed to be doing in this journey in my life right now. I'm trying to bring awareness of the crashing out that's going on in the youth of America. I don't know if they feel like they don't have anything else to lose, because these kids' life is just getting started. Why they feel like they gotta throw it away? You don't have no other list of goals that you want to become with your life. You don't have nobody in your life trying to make a list of goals that you can be good at and you should try to pursue. And it's not all the youth, man. But the youth and peer pressure can corrupt the good ones. That peer pressure from the youth can corrupt the good youth. But what I'm saying to the good youth, man, you gotta stand on 10. This is the only way we can drive out this hate and that negative vibration that's going on. The good ones, we have to stand together. Y'all have to stand together. You have to stand on your 10 toes. That's the only thing that can fight out these demons.
And with a message, sometimes an impassioned one.
Get yourself together.
It was a community event born from tragedy. The loss of 3-year-old Asiah Figueroa shook a lot of people around the Beatties Ford Road corridor to the core. Many wondering how we got to this point and never wanting to see something like this ever again. Asa was shot along with his sister when a hail of gunfire hit his house. His sister survived. He didn't.
You just gotta get tired of it. And when you're tired, then you'll get involved.
And that was the key to tonight's event, a perpetual line drawn in the sand, a willingness to help end the violence by community support and helping your neighbor.
Can't nobody help us but us. And we gotta wanna be helped.
Groups from all over the city took part to show their faith.
See, this one I don't condone all of this dancing and all that. No, they need to be going. These people need to be going to the schools. These people need to be going to them communities where they hang out at, the rec centers. They need to be there involved.
And resilience.
Togetherness and unity is what brings about change.
And many tonight celebrated their newfound sense of community.
It's just nothing but love, nothing but love.
Many here have high hopes on what this neighborhood can become.
It is the start of something beautiful, baby.
I hope so, man.
Now, organizers tell me they hope to keep this spirit going. As a matter of fact, next month they are planning a rally, a march, if you will, all the way from the Beatties Ford Road corridor all the way down to Trade and Tryon Street, the square. There they'll rally and try to spread the word against violence.
Hey, man. It's disgusting, man. It's really disgusting, man. 21. It's crazy, man. 21 years old, man. Lawrence is 21. All three of them was 21. All three men suspected of this murder are 21. 21. I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. Man. It's like, what you think you not gonna get caught? And that's the thing, is like, when you crash out, like I said, man, when you crash out, you don't care if you're gonna get caught. You don't care if you're gonna die. You just gonna crash out. But with that being said, man, this will conclude the video. You know, before you crash out, man, think, and just know that tomorrow can be a better day, man. Choose positivity, choose vibration, higher vibration, a higher frequency. This is how you combat the urge of crashing out. And with that being said, man, check y'all on the next video. Don't crash out. Peace.